So first of all, I want to welcome you. I'm Linda King. I work here at Salesforce, and I run our knowledge program. And I'm so happy that you're all here. We know that there's a ton of other sessions that you could be attending, but I would bet most of you in the audience is struggling because you have repositories that your agents can get to, but it's really hard. So what I'm excited to tell you today, we have two great stories. One of them, Andre's going to present the Salesforce story, and then Joe's going to present his story. I think you're going to learn a lot about these sessions.
Okay, so the last piece was administration. We wanted to be able to tune ours. We wanted to be programmatic. We wanted to be something that's point and click. And we wanted to be able to gain real-life analytics and insights about it. So we started going through our process. We talked to our R&D. They had a lot of other pressing things that were going to come up in the short term, and we needed an answer now. We looked at the Google Search Appliance. We'd evaluated it several times. There were certain business needs it didn't meet. And then we got turned on to Coveo, and it seemed like it had all the makings of our needs. Then we looked a little closer. The Gartner's Magic Quadrant kind of talks a little bit more about that. You can see they've moved up pretty far. They are available on the App Exchange. That's what it'll look like. So let's talk about speed of delivery. Last year, I was sitting with Linda at Dreamforce talking about this project. We hadn't started. It was basically at conception of the proof of concept. And by first quarter, we had already gone through the proof of concept. We had pulled in all the content sources we wanted. We were getting better relevancy, and we decided to proceed with going live. The first piece was getting help and training and the agent console up to par. So that's replacing our current sources and making sure that we had just a better search engine with more relevancy. And more recently, we just released the known issues, ideas, and answers, which you guys can see on the help and training site if you go there. And right now, we've been gaining those analytics. We're starting to learn more about search behavior. We're starting to learn more about our agents and how they use it versus how our customers use it, which is vastly different. So basically how it works is we found our LMS, our 62 org. We have another org called TZ where our community stuff lives. We have our developer docs, which we're working on indexing now for you guys. And then we have our YouTube channel. So we wanted all of that to be available for our agents right away when they open your case so that they can get the best answers. We also wanted you guys to have it on the portal so that you don't necessarily have to call us to get your answer. And we were able to bring that all together. It goes into the unified index, and whoever's searching will get the results back, and then they'll be directed to the content. So it's not actually storing your content. It's storing a way to get to your content. So what we've delivered is a faceted search experience, kind of like the Amazon experience you would feel, the faceted filters where you can search. We have tabs now. Those are source specific, so basically, people can automatically go there and get a different set of facets, different filters based on the metadata behind that stuff. And then for our agents, we created a new console. We replaced knowledge with the Coveo product and gave the exact same experience. You'll notice there's things like attached to case buttons and functionality that make it very easy for them to just solve the case upon open. What we do is actually we search the subject automatically, so our agents are going to get the answer that's the best right away. They don't even have to think. They just have to look at it, make sure it's the right article, and send it over. So what are we getting? We're getting analytic insights through our query dashboard. We're getting user activity. We're finding out what people are searching for, how they're searching for it. And then we're getting case deflection, and that's the big one. That's the one that helps you guys self-serve, and then it helps us focus on the cases that are the more difficult to solve. So far, we had initially a 30% jump, basically, in our relevancy. So that was taking pre-existing cases, feeding them through the automatic search, and finding that the answer that we provided the customer that solved the customer's problem was that found first, and we saw a 30% increase in that. We did a customer survey, and the customer survey went out as a ClickTool survey. 81% were satisfied with it. We had no one who was very dissatisfied, which is always a good one. There were a few detractors, but their comments led us to believe they weren't really looking at search. And then we had this internal one. I think this is more compelling. Our agents started off, in the low 50 percentile, liking it. Some of them didn't feel like it met their needs. Within a few months, we were at 87%. I mean, that's astounding to us to even get that kind of feedback. And then what did we gain? That was the 3.8% case deflection, self-service, basically people coming on. In our world, that's 50,000 cases a month, so roughly 1,500 or 2,000 cases were kind of resolved without us having to do anything. And that means people are happier, and the agents are spending more time with customers that have very difficult issues. My most favorite part about the new search experience is this ability to do continuous improvement. So we focus on 5 different areas. It's basically, do we have search engine tuning that we can do? Is our content a focus that we need to tune? Do we need to talk to R&D and maybe change product definitions or branding? Is there a business process or capability we need to kind of look at? Are things not working the way we think they should work or we've described? And then, where are people in their life cycle? Where are they in their customer journey? Are they admins? Are they experts, beginners? Different kinds of content needs to go to those people differently. And so what we're really learning is through these usage trends, through evaluating the content, looking at the gaps, we're finding that optimizing your content is at the root of actually getting people the right answers, having a strong taxonomy. We just realized that we had things that were called FAQ and overview that we didn't really know were considered FAQs and overviews. And when we went back in, it's making that content better that you out there are thinking, hey, this is supposed to tell me everything I need to know about it. We want that to be the case. So it's about finding the right content, and Coveo is helping us do that right now.
Thanks, Linda. So good morning, folks. I'll just say a couple of words because Coveo has been a really good partner for us. You've probably heard this. I haven't seen exactly what the team here has presented, but we struggled at Salesforce to get adoption with our agents. We've all done KCS and tried KCS, and I think we learned very quickly that if agents cannot find what they've created, they don't believe in it. And so, that's pretty much it. We've tried everything, folks. Linda's been struggling for years trying to do that, but now they can find what they're looking for, and that's huge. And so Coveo, just because of what you've done with us as Federal Search has been massive. It's been game-changing for us. We also have, a rapidly growing customer base thanks to all of you, and that means high volume of cases. And so the deflection we're starting to see, and we call it deflection, that's a bad word, but really people don't want to call support. You want to find answers yourself. It's amazing just the way the analytics are starting to look much, much better. We're hoping for more from Coveo, and I know you've promised it. Like we've seen rich analytics, and what we want to do next year, like days and weeks from now, is every day we want to see what customers are looking for, what they don't find, and then Linda and her team will be publishing those articles that night. And so we just did a little bit of that for our release, Winter 15. Lots of success there, but we really are happy with what we've done so far, so thank you.